My final review for tonight. I want to show a very special, odd product. This would be the original Gojira, here called Godzilla, 1954. This is released by BFI, BFI Productions, BFI Video. The point is, this was a gift from a friend. He went to England for a few months, came back with this as a gift. And even though I already own this movie, I thought it was a pretty neat addition to add to my collection. And I guess this is basically what you would call the British or European version of the Classic Media Edition. Now, the Classic Media Edition has a sexy black box that gorgeous artwork, which just kind of lacks in. But overall, I think it's a pretty nice addition if you're gonna be in Europe. I mean, it basically I can almost say it's almost the same thing. Except it's not two discs. Unfortunately, it's only one disc. So yeah, they're kind of both crammed on there, but I guess that's fine overall. I mean, for God's sake, it even comes with the same booklet in a sense. I mean, some of the artwork is there, cover title's different, but all in all, the pages are mostly the same information, slightly different. I think it's just a little bit shorter. Kind of think of it. Yeah, this is a lot shorter, I think, than the booklet that comes in the Classic Media Edition of Gojira, and it's not two discs. So obviously, Classic Media Edition is the superior one of the two. But this was still an interesting gift, and I think a pretty interesting version to own if you just so happen to own it. Or as I have it because it came from overseas from a friend. Otherwise, I didn't even know it existed. But otherwise, it's a pretty cool edition. The audio and visuals still look pretty much the same, and it's pretty well handled. It still comes to the commentary, design Godzilla featurettes, features on the story, the trailers for both versions, posters, storyboards, and original artwork, and of course the booklet. So I guess this review, I'm gonna say it's a pretty positive review for a product that most people may never see. I thought it was pretty interesting to have this. Just kind of like the same way you hold on to those VHS editions of your old Godzilla movies if you still have them, because different time, different edition, nostalgia. You just hold on to it. This may not be incredibly old or anything like that, but it's so interesting to own a different edition. Why not? I'm not gonna pay $50 for it, which should be outrageous, right? But anyways, it's pretty interesting, and if you don't own it already, you can get the classic media version, or go ahead and get this. Especially because I don't know for sure, but from what I see in stores, it's really hard to find the original box version of the classic media things. You get these crappy DVD nor standard DVD boxes for them now. You don't get the whole. I don't know what the material is made out of. It's not steel case, but it's not your standard plastic case. It's your. They had to grade boxes for the original. Like, what was it, 7 classic media movies, 8 if you include the Rodan and Warner Gargantuan release. So definitely check this one out. It's pretty good. If you can get the classic media version, of course, that version has just a sexy looking box and a whole nother disc instead of just cramming on one disc. But I can't complain about this version. It's actually pretty good. And that's all for now. I'll be reviewing this next because I just had to read this. It was a pretty nice read, and a few other Godzilla related things. And in the future, I guess you can expect just more reviews of movies and Godzilla related items, including hopefully the Godzilla 2000 Japanese cut when I get around to buying that. Josh out.